right, welcome to the Canva Masterclass. Now, many persons don't get the value of this class because, I don't know, maybe they don't really understand what Canva is, or they place little importance to Canva. But then I stumbled on an advertisement on Facebook yesterday, and it was a Canva Masterclass advert from Udemy. Guess how much they were charging? They're charging, okay, I'm going to mute us. They're charging, if you have any question, just kindly drop it in chat box and I'll attend to it. So Udemy is charging $98. Do you know how much $98 is? That is over 40,000 naira to teach you Canva. And they were giving us a bonus for like 5 hours yesterday to pay, how much was it, Seth? That was about $13 or so, which is even still much more than some persons paid for this class. And then I was not wondering, most persons are not even, they didn't sign up for this class, not like they didn't see the ad or anything, but because maybe they didn't see the importance or the need for it. Now I want to point out what Canva is and why this class is super important to you. Canva is a mobile app that I stumbled on over 5 years ago. You know, the first time when I wanted to, I started looking into doing stuff for myself after I had finished my youth service, and I didn't really fancy the whole idea of going to go and look for a job. Come on, what did I study? I studied medical physiology. Where am I going to find a job? It just wasn't feasible. So if you can hear me, just say, use the chat box and indicate you can hear me. Just say hi. Let me be sure you can hear, so I can continue. All right, so okay. Somebody is not here, can't hear me. If somebody can hear me, so okay. All right, so I decided to okay, I started my business, my brand, but then how much did I have? I couldn't even afford a graphic designer to help me design stuff, and I knew nothing about graphic design. So someone told me that if I'm going to make a design, it's going to cost me nothing less than 3,500 naira, even 2,500 or even 2,000, depending. I just thought about it. I just started my business, and then if I start paying 2K every day, of course, paying them is not a problem. You should pay for services. But at that point, I just couldn't afford it. Imagine for every design I want to put out there on social media about what I'm offering or what I'm doing, I would have to pay 2K for it. I would have to pay 3K for it. I was like, how much am I even making already? And if I tell you how much someone was paying me to manage the social media account, it was ridiculous. But then it was a starting point for me, so I didn't really care. I didn't really mind. So that was how, you know, I'm someone that's very digital savvy. You know, I have the internet. I see internet as a gift to me. I see the internet as a gift to me. So I like exploring it for every option it can give me. You know, before I start looking out for, I must make sure that I must have searched YouTube. I must have searched use Google search until I can't find it, of which I don't even believe it's not there. Or I feel like somebody has not really explored it yet, so I wait for it. So that was how, in the middle of my search, I stumbled on Canva. And I was like, wow, you know what it means for you to create amazing designs? And I started doing it. I started telling people like, oh, I can make designs, I can do this. Some persons started coming to me for their book cover, and I was charging them as little as 2K to design their book cover for them to pay. It was a whole lot for me. Earning 2K. Earning 2K might not be a big deal now, but it was a big deal then. So that was how I started using Canva for literally everything. And then if I'm going to do, I had this package for ebook formatting. You know, ebook formatting is another skill that I acquired on the side. And I'll format your book and I'll upload it for you on Amazon and Okada Book. So doing a book cover for you was like a bonus to it. And then there was this other platform, one organization too. I started making what do you call it, certificates for. And certificate was so professional. And if I tell you that I used Canva to create it, you'll be like, no, it can't be. That's not true. But it was the truth. And what I always tell myself is that the fact that somebody else used something very complicated to get a result doesn't mean I can use something that is simple and still get similar results. So I made in my mind that back then Photoshop was even reigning. It was this other one. This other one that was reigning. There was a more preferred option to Photoshop. Photoshop was like, if you're using Photoshop, like, oh, you're a jabber, like you're just new to the game. Corel Draw. People were using Corel Draw more, and Corel Draw was more technical than Photoshop. But now Photoshop has moved, and people are now looking at Photoshop and all that. So then Canva is now here. You can do so many things with Canva. Like, I mean, so many things. And everything boils down to creativity. So tonight, the point of this class is to show you that Canva can serve so many things for you. You can monetize Canva. Now, for some of you that look in my crypto job class, if you can use Canva very well, you can make memes, you can create social media graphics, because these crypto companies are always looking for, what do you call it, graphic designer. Every crypto company needs a graphic. Okay. Okay, how about can you hear me? All right, if you can hear me, indicate you can hear me and tell me where you stopped hearing me from. Can you hear me? I don't want to resort to distance. Can you hear me? Joseph? Okay. All right, okay. Let me continue from there. So I was saying that it's very vital that we gain this Canva knowledge, because as much as it looks simple to do, it can give a lot of edge, a lot of advantage. You know, I was talking about the crypto companies and all that. They always look for graphic designer. You don't need to have a knowledge of Photoshop to be able to do graphic design. And if you look at the designs that some of those companies need, they're not even very elaborate. But even with Canva, you can do something very, very, very amazing. Very, very, very amazing. So just like I taught them in the class I held last year, I had this class last year. I'm going to teach people like different ways to monetize this Canva. We're going to start with the designs, and then we move into the monetization. Now, there are three things I always teach people, which is one of the things that Valucop really stands for. What I call the 3-part value delivery strategies. That is, you should be able to, whatever you know, you should be able to package what you know as a service, a training, or a product. Now, how do I mean? There's something that you know. You can monetize what you know in 3 ways. And these 3 ways is what Valucop runs on. And that's what you always want to convey, as long as you have a smartphone. What Valucop stands for is to teach you how you can monetize what you know from your smartphone. Because most persons have a smartphone. How many persons have laptops? People have laptops, but not as many as the persons who have a smartphone. So we try to bring everything down home. If you can't have a smartphone, you can have access to myriads of opportunities. So, like I was saying, what you know, it can be packaged into 3 ways: a service, a product, and a training. Now, if you know how to, I use just an example now. If you know how to paint a house, if you know how to paint a house, or you know how to make paint, let me just make paint for example. That knowledge of making paint, you can monetize it in 3 ways. And if those 3 ways run concurrently, alongside each other, you can be monetizing them. Like in a month, you have series, like you have 3 streams of income that will always run. Now, where does Canva come into this thing now? If you know how to make paint, you can teach someone else how to make paint, and the person would pay you for what? For your knowledge and your time. And then you can make paints and sell them as a product. And also, you can package that your knowledge into a digital product and sell it online. So in a month, you can be running trainings for people to learn how to make paint, both online and on ground. And you can create digital products that's like an ebook, digital product like ebook, like videos that can help you. You can also monetize. You can sell a digital product. Because this is my book that just came out, How to Make Money with What You Know. That book, first of all, came out as an ebook, and I already sold it as an ebook, soft copy. I didn't have to spend any money to make a soft copy, and people bought the book. It's cost effective. That's what's about digital stuff. It's very cost effective. You don't have to leave your room to monetize digital products. So now you can do all this. You can package that thing using Canva, both for the adverts, both for the training, both for the videos, both for the ebooks, name it, both for your thumbnails and myriads of ways. So in every part of your monetization process, you need Canva, especially if you're a startup. Of course, eventually you're going to start making lots of money, and then you can afford to get someone to take charge of your graphic design. So don't really need to bother yourself about that detail. So you're just focused on customer onboarding or marketing the money. So today we'll how to create illustrations for children's storybook, how to make intro videos to Canva, how to create a letterhead for your business or official matters, how to create PowerPoint, how to create digital products like books, how to create graphics for social media, that is like your YouTube thumbnail, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, including carousel for Instagram, how to create videos, that's introductory videos, and how to create magazines with Canva. Now, all these are very feasible and very, very doable. So I'll be taking us to, and just note that I'm going to give you people the premium, the already cracked version of the app just right after the class. So let's get right into it. So now this is Canva. What's about the cracked version is gives you access to virtually everything. And then you already have free prepared templates that can always adjust. But I like to work from a fresh template, completely blank one. Now, let's start with now, depending on what you want to do, this thing you're learning now, you can teach it to someone and monetize it. And you can use it to run whatever you want to run. Maybe you have you want to put up meetings, or you want to teach people, or you want to just about anything. Like I have tons of videos now on my YouTube channel that I need to put thumbnails on. Now, I'm going to explain where this kind of comes in all of these things. Now, for children's like storybook, for example, children's storybook has to be very, graphic. I'm going to also show you some other tools that you can put side by side with Canva in order to achieve this. Children's storybooks are meant to be colorful, all that. It's meant to be have so many images, colorful images, and all that. And you can achieve that with Canva. Now, if you look at this Canva now, it's categorized. It's categorized based on what? Different sizes. Now, one thing you should notice that every social media post, if you look at Instagram, you look at Facebook, you look at WhatsApp status, you will see that the image that you need to fit the screen on each of them have different dimensions. Look at Instagram. Instagram is a complete square image, but that's Instagram posting. Like if you go to Instagram story, the size is different. Or if you go to the longer version of the video part, you will see that the size is different. So if you use a dimension of image that is not suitable, or video that's not suitable for a particular platform, it's not going to really give you an excellent result. That's why some persons, they post some pictures on Instagram and they don't adjust it well. It ends up cutting off the neck of the person in the picture because it wasn't adjusted well. Or maybe it ends up cutting off some words on the picture because it was too long for Instagram. So an Instagram image is a typical square image, just like how you're seeing here, typical square image. And then Facebook post is different. Facebook cover is different. I don't know if any of you have ever had to set up a YouTube channel and then it was demanded that you use a particular dimension. If you don't use that particular dimension to set up the cover image of your YouTube channel, it's not going to fit in. It won't fit in. So you would need to use the exact dimension. That's why like Facebook covers the same thing. Now look at posters and flyer and card and all. Mind you, you can print out those things in a real life, like you print it out and it's going to really, really work. Say YouTube thumbnail. What's a YouTube thumbnail? YouTube thumbnail is that, when you open a video, let me see if I can take you to YouTube right about now. Now, this is a YouTube thumbnail. An image that you use to showcase the video, but then when you now click on the video, if I can proceed. Oh my God, it's not mute. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? My audio is not mute. If you can hear me, just kindly say yes. Okay. Okay. All right. So moving forward. Now let's start with There are over 60,000 templates for you to use. So let's start with magazine. Now, these are different magazines, different styles. Of, like I said, you can adjust them to whatever you want. Now let's go for one. Let's go for one and go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Now this is it. This is your magazine. Also note that you can use your Canva on the laptop. You also use your Canva on the laptop if you want to have a bigger interface, but then you see the same dimension. So this is it. Let us remove everything. Let's remove everything. Let's remove everything and start afresh. Just know that everything is drag and drop. Drag and drop. Now, this is fresh template. So let's just say now I want to talk about a magazine that talks completely about art completely. So you have to, another thing that will help you to, when you're making design, is to look at other people's, try to replicate what you're seeing online. If you go to, let me show you what I mean. Let's go to Google search now, for example. Let's go to let's look for art magazine. Replicating what you're seeing online would also really go a long way to help you. Now, these are different magazines. Which one are we going to go for now? Okay. Let's look at this one. Let's look at this one. Now look at this image. You can replicate this image, this magazine now, this front cover or something similar. Now, when you do the front cover, you can now do subsequent pages using Canva. Just it's going to take you a bit of time. Sometimes very that needs, looks like a magazine now needs more time and more attention to details. So this is, let's do this now. Let's just do this now. This is this now. So let's go to, so first thing first is the, the underlying color. So go to, we look for a color that's like that. Okay. Let's see. Okay, yeah, it's close. Now this is the color. So we need someone like this. So now, when you're going to put an image, maybe superimpose another image over an image, you want to call okay. When you superimpose an image over another image, you need what we call a PNG picture. A PNG picture is a picture without a background. And sometimes there are applications that help you remove the background of an image. While you can get pictures without a background on the internet. So there's a place where I go to, the website I go to make that easy for me. So kind PNG. Okay, I'm sorry, this is taking time to load. Okay, it's taking a bit of time to download. Let's see. Okay, I think it's on the website. Okay, let's go to another place. Another place. Now it's another website entirely. These are pictures without this but this is a mostly. Let me look for another one. Just don't know what this is. Shopping for this website, but then okay. Let's look at here. So this is where you can get, if you look at these images now, they have no background. You can use these things to make very fine stuff. So let's look for woman, PNG. Now I just wish that most of my these things are here. Okay. Now I'm looking for a more suitable image. Okay, I'm gonna simply go for, if it's something more artistic, I'll just go with this. Okay. Okay. Let me go with this one what I'm looking for. So that's taking a bit of time, but so I'm trying to get an image to the background so that we can start. Okay, so that's JPG. I don't want JPG. Come on. All right, I'm downloading a file now that we can use. This is the PNG file. Come on. Okay. All right, so let me look for an image. Sorry to take a bit of time. Okay. Oh, network. Not today, not today, not today, please. Should I just get one and just remove the background on it? Okay. Okay. Right. Oh, let's see if we can use this one. If it doesn't work, yeah, I was saying to remove the background. Okay, let's go with this one for now. So it's taking forever. So I went to. Now remember, we're trying to do a graphic and distance. So now the align head will help you align your images well. And where's that one we are doing? We're looking at. We're trying to replicate something that is similar. So this is it. So we'll make this image to fill up the space. Now, so let's see, we can still change the color of this to okay, let's adjust the texture. Okay, then let's do digital art. So now this is text. Now you have lots of options for your font. So we'll have bold. So let's go for bold, a bold text. So we'll go digital. Then we'll increase the font size. And then we copy it so that I don't have to start bringing out text again. Art. So we can change the color of this art now to red. Okay, no, wrong image. To red. So we can darken the red. So take it to this place. So this is it now. So now, of course, you can now do segmentation of, start segmenting, okay, what do you want to be on this page, aligning it. Just make sure that you use like your text box. Change the text to whatever you want it to be. Like this one now. Let's use now this okay. This particular text has no Now let's use, what I'm going to show you is that everything here is usable. Everything here is usable. Use it and do whatever you want to do. Now look at this. I want this to serve as like a title bar. And then this letter now, because I put it before it, it's going to be behind it. So if I want to bring it up, like on top of the white part, I'll use this. Now it's on top. It's on top now. And then I can now simply put what I want to put on there. Now, the part of this thing is, these are things that you can just play around with, but be very delicate with it. Like at the end of the day, it shouldn't, colors should not clash, your light should not clash, your words should not clash. Everything should just find a way of blending and still representing what you want to show. And let's take, for example, now you're done with the first cover, you're done with the front cover. Next thing to do is, I want to go to that page. You can simply do like this. This is next page. This is the first page. The second page. You can have as up to 30 pages from your phone. Now these are different pages. Now, of course, this is the front cover and this is the color it's having. You want the color of the inside page to be white. You click on it and then you change it to white. Make the rest of the pages white. So now these are the rest of the pages. So you can now, maybe next page you now have to deal with table of contents. So you might decide to use this to make it maybe on one side. So let's use this. Let's reduce the here's the limit. And then you can now do your writing, put in your text, and arrange your table of contents and write what you want to write, and get to the next page and then arrange it. Just note that same way on your book, like your normal book, you will need to use. Hope you guys are following me. Okay. What I use in putting on top is let me show you. This, let me show you. Let me highlight one of the letters. Now look at, I highlighted one of the letters. Now look at it, this now. To bring it on top, I went up here. Look at this place. That's why I have 3 buttons on top. That's where I went to. I clicked on it, and then I have 2 arrows. These 2 arrows here, one going up and one going down. So in order to bring it on top, I use the one going up. And if I want to take it back, I'm going to use the one going down. Now let me show you. To take it back now, take this back. I'll click on the one going down and it's going to go behind. See, it's going behind the letters. If I take it back again, it's going behind. See, it's going behind the white part. It's going behind the white part. So if I want to put it like this, like maybe take for example now, let me use this one for example. This art now. Let's just say now you want to do this like this. Like you want this art. Of course, it's now on top, but you want it to be behind digital. So just come to this 3 buttons above and then use the one for this one's pointing down to go behind. See, it's now behind. I hope that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, right?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so this is it. So everything is all about, like, everything here is movable. Like, it's usually you playing with every option that you have. You can create whatever you want to create. And like I said, if you want inspiration on what to do, you can look at a graphic that is similar to what you want to create and try to recreate it. Everything you have is here. This plus button here has everything that you need to add to. Let's say, for example, now on this other part now, a template. You don't want to create one template by yourself. You remove all of this now. You can come to the plus sign, come to templates, and then let's talk about again. But you can type table of contents, and you see some. Now look at the samples of network here, right? You have to do that. Okay. Let's look at now we're on this page, and let's just say now you want to put a table of contents. Maybe type table of content in the search button. Now you have several options to choose from. So you simply, maybe you want to use the table of content now. You use it. Remember, we're dealing with a magazine here, and an art magazine for that matter. So this is the front cover. Of which this is not the complete edit, but you can finish that up yourself. And this is the next page. This is the next page for it. You can now edit this to suit whatever you want to suit. It makes everything easier for you. For the next page, then you can also look out for more templates. Maybe you want a template, or you can create a template for yourself. Now, see, are you seeing this is a sample of a magazine with a front cover, a table of content, or a first page, second page, this page, and then the last page. This is a sample of a magazine. So you can arrange the existing template to suit what you're looking for. Like I said, you can monetize this thing. Do you understand? See, you should be proud of this thing, and you should own it. Of course, when you tell person, when this thing very well, and it tells someone that, hey, I use my phone to create it, of course, they won't believe you. They don't believe you because it's come out very well. When you go to print it out, it's going to come out very well, and you did it from the comfort of your smartphone. And let's just say that now you're done creating the magazine, and you're ready to export. Let me just put random templates in the middle, and just put random templates in the middle, so I'll just export. Just put random, like random. So I'm just using random now so that we can save our time. Just so that everything on each template is editable. We can delete it, you can edit it to suit whatever it is you're looking for. Okay, why does this one appear? Okay, I think it's not work. So let's just say now you're done. And you want to, of course, in order to maintain the picture or the orientation of your work, especially if it's going to be a book or a magazine or even a certificate, you need to export as a PDF, because PDFs have restrictions. Like, it makes sure that things don't move about, or this is you're doing now stays where you kept them. So you can use the export button up. There are two export buttons down here, the download and the export. These two buttons up here. The white one is for download. The blue one, light blue one is for export. Now, exporting means like you want to export as a particular kind of document. So we use export because we want to export as a PDF. So go to Save As. Now you have options. You go to we are printing. We want to print it as a document later, so we go to PDF print, and I click as. We're going to look at what we've downloaded when we're done. Now it's done, so let's look at it. Let's open it. Now, this is the magazine. This is the first page, the second page, this third page, this fourth page. So you can print this thing now, go to the printer and print this thing now as a PDF file. And then someone can pay you to create magazines for them. All this makes a lot of sense. So this is a PDF file now that you can go to the printer and then print out as a document, and it's going to open like a real book. So all the pages are together, not separate. So I don't know if we have time tomorrow. I might continue this class tomorrow because just like it's going to take a bit of time. Now look at let's look at what else should we look at? Let's look at the videos. Let's look at the videos. Now, so many you can make intro videos. You can make videos that have so many with good animations in it with this. Let's look at these are video samples. It's a video. You want to do an advert. Those are more options. Okay. Let's look at our templates. All right, I'll just go with already existing templates. Now, perfect. You want to do a marketing. You want to do marketing for like, intro, do all that. These are already existing templates. These are already existing templates, which you can also edit it like as if you're editing a picture. Waiting for it to play. Now look at it. Are you seeing? Short intro video. Short intro video. Now, different options for what you want it to do, how you want it to appear. Like I said, you can create your own. And when you export this thing now, you don't export as a video like your real video. You can edit this thing to suit whomever. If somebody wants a short intro video for marketing, or you want to do something very short, because this is very, very super short, or you want to make it even longer, you can like. Let's look at now. You can have another template here, and I basically want to export as a video. Now look at just the image alone is like, So let's look at template. For this one, template is really limited. Now you can put a video inside here. Let's just say now you have a video. You want a video to have, are you seeing? The video can be in the middle. You want a video to have a very nice template. Let me look for a video and put in there. Now, these are already existing videos in this app. These are existing videos in this app. So let me put it in. Like I said, you want to do advert. Want to do advert. You already have a video with sound. You can put it in there. And then you can trim the video, reduce the size. You can put a filter. You want it to look black and white. And then and the background now, you want it to be much better. See, it's blue now. You want to darken it, you go to this place and darken it to the texture you want. So you can edit the letter and say to the moon. And so let's just say now you're done and you want to play your video. You see, you play right after each other. So you can use this template to create, edit it, change whatever you want it to be, and make it very beautiful. And voila, you collect your money. People are looking for who make intro videos for them. The video that they can use to introduce. Maybe they want to make a YouTube video, but they want something that's going to introduce what they are doing. They want you to make a very amazing intro. Right up, right up to enter the way you want them to enter. Just enter, and you can have as many pages as you want. When you download it, it comes out as one video. Now let's look at other ones, other video samples. Now, video announcements. This one has, as you see, this one has different options. So let's see. Let's just go through the already existing. Okay, it went back as this thing. Sorry. Note that even on your image, you can also put videos on your image. Like right now where the boy is now, you can put a video there. You can change, see, they put a square behind and they put a video inside there. And let me remove the guy and look for a video in my phone and put there. Okay. I can put this video here. And then so let's just say Now for okay. So now let's look at like I said, you can do as many things as possible as you want to do with this. So let's look at let's just scan image now for Instagram. Now when creating now, as you can't see. Okay, let me go back again. You see now. You see what they did. They this is an existing template, a background, a blue background, and then they got an image and made into half of the image, and then I wrote things behind. So when you remove it, see, everything was a blank. Everything was. Now let me show you something. Let's add let me use this. Let me use this lady as an example. Look at the image. I want to move this background. I want to move this background. But then let me see if you like that. Let's do this now. Now this is one. Now you'll see what happened. I cut the guy into two. So let me show you something else. Same color. Let me. This light blue, so let me darken it. Then let me get the girl again. Now let's look at this now. Are you seeing? Now this is like what we'll call a carousel. Like an image flows into the next one. Like it's the same image. Of course, this one is a completely line deck. Look at it. So when you're trying to do a carousel, like if you're doing on Instagram, you'll see some images. Like the Instagram allows you to upload 10 images. So you can make an image look as if like it flowed into the next one, into the next one, into the next one, into the next one. So all you have to do is be able to calculate. It's to calculate, which part of the image. Like see what we did. So I did. Now so I did. I put in the side of her here, and then of course I knew where I stopped in the other one, so I went to the office and I adjusted it. Of which if I can see. So it flows into the next. So you just know this part of the person starts from here, and this other part of the person starts from there. The next image. So you just make sure you can keep them like this to see where you need to adjust so that they can properly align. Joseph, you asked about carousel. Can you see it? Okay. Joseph, you're seeing the carousel, right? Now, the carousel is all about you knowing, like, you being able to estimate. Let me do another image. Here's another image. Now, remember, with with what they call it. Carousel is even more, you need to pay more attention to details with carousel because everything has to look alike, like the color, everything. So let's just say now we're using this color are not the same. But you can adjust it with here. Let's see if it's looking the same yet. Okay. You see how the same? Maybe it's not the same shade of blue. It's a different shade of blue. Now, just note that you have to make the shade of blue, like the shades of color, the same. And just like you can adjust colors here, like when you the color, you go to this plus sign and adjust the color to, ouch, sorry. So whatever color you want. So let me use another image for the carousel. Let me use this. Now, in doing a carousel, you just have to calculate. Now look at this lady now. I wish I can do that. There's no time. Now, this is her. I know exactly where I stopped. Image to her glasses, like half of her. So I stopped here. And then I slide it. And I get the lady again. Okay. And then I stopped at her glasses in the other one. So I stopped here in the glasses. Now let's slide it. It's not aligning. So you see, it's not completely aligning. So I have to adjust it. Let's check it. Still need adjustment. Still need adjustment. Then I'll not adjust it so that one of the images is bigger than the other one. So are you seeing? Yes, of course, you can use more than one template. You can use more than one template. Everything, what's about this whole thing is that you just need to be creative about it. You just need to be creative. Let the artistic person in you just come out. Do you understand? Like, this is something you have to do endlessly till you get it. I want to know Canva, it gets it how you use, just like everything else. Just so this is making sense. Because is it making sense? Joseph, are you with me? Joseph? Like, is it making sense? Like I said, carousel is really not, it's really not about, it's not complicated per se. It's all about adjusting, like knowing where you stop at in the previous image, and then continuing in the next image. Make sure that everything, color, everything is aligned. And when the person is looking at it, like as if the image flowed into the next, like flowed into the next one, flowed into the next one. Do you understand? So just like this one now, look at it now. You slide again, see. So like when you're on Instagram, see, but you're like, see, when you keep it like this now, you'll see there's one lady divided into two, but start here, ended here. So, like, I'm recording this video, so we can watch this later. But like I said, there are ways you can monetize this with. I use it out some like every. Oh, okay. Am I inaudible or it's cracking? Grace, am I inaudible or it's cracking? Okay, not again. All right, see, I think we might need to continue tomorrow. I have to be live in the class. Tomorrow is Thursday, and there's service. But then, my voice is low. Okay. I really hope not. I really hope not. So, like I was saying, there are varied ways. Every single thing. Oh, okay. Every single thing is Canva can be monetized for anything that you want it for. So you can see how it flows into the next, background of this picture. Just as one of my apps is behaving. But I use this. I just got this app. Was it yesterday? Of a picture. Like I said, everything is on this thing these days. Everything is. Now look at it. So I want to remove background. So I want to move background. See, I'm cleaning it. I want to move background around this lady. I want to move the background. Because I just want the lady. I don't want this background. Because, oh, I've entered that clothes. Let me undo. Okay. So, just like you would do on Photoshop, you can use this app, this background eraser, to erase background. Maybe you're looking for just to use the person like that. I've entered that clothes. I'm using the manual part of this background eraser. I want just her. So I'm removing all the background around her. So that's only how it would be. Because you will need, when you're making your designs, you wouldn't need anything else apart from the image you want. So you might need to remove any extra stuff like I'm doing now. I just want the lady. When I'm done, the image will just remain. I don't want the lady to remain. I've cut her mouth. So as you can see now, I'm moving all the background around her so that only her will remain. So I'll save the image and I'll use it. Now, only is remaining. So, done. Let me save. So let me find her. Okay, that wasn't a thorough job, but then I removed most of the background. So it's not only the lady that is remaining. So my previous app would have done a better job than this, but then we can call it a night. I just really wish I was recording the video, so just in case you missed it, we'll continue tomorrow, at least an hour or 45 minutes tomorrow, because tomorrow is service. So I hope we got something tonight. Joseph, Grace, and the rest of you, hope you got something tonight. All right, hope we got something tonight. So we'll continue tomorrow. I'm going to also teach us WhatsApp monetization eventually, like, at the end of the class, how to monetize your WhatsApp. It's also very important. Like when you put all these things together, all these skills together, you can market yourself out there and you can monetize it. Because at the end of everything, you should be able to put money in your pocket. You don't have to be a Photoshop person in quotes for you to. So those in the crypto job class, when you learn this very well, you can go into looking out for graphic design jobs. Okay, yeah. So I'll just WhatsApp monetization as a bonus. That's one of the bonuses for this class towards the end. All right. So even for the fact that I want the class to be live, I would have WhatsApp marketing. I would have done a pre-recorded version of this class so that we can all watch it. We can all watch it like at our convenience without the old network interruption. But then, you won't get to ask me questions immediately, like, as you're listening to me. So I really hope this network thing gets better. It's just been, yesterday and today has been very funny and all. All right, thank you for being in this class. And just in case you have any part of anything you want to learn specifically about Canva or about designs, you can bring forth the question and then we can, go from there in the next class. All right, so thank you for being in this class this evening. We can chat and communicate in the group, ask the questions and everything. The video will be made available. The video will be made available just very soon. Just very soon. All right. Okay, so see you tomorrow. Good night. Good night. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I can forward the app this evening. I don't have a problem forwarding the app. I can forward the app this evening so you can start practicing. So I'll send the APK file to the group for you to install. Okay? I'll forward the APK file to the group for you to install and get started. Start practicing. All right, so good night. So bye.